Hello my beautiful Pisces friends, and welcome. My name is Alyssa and this is my channel of New Direction. So this is a reading for the month of May. I thought it was such a beautiful day, I thought, what the heck, I might as well sit outside. Although I could be using sunglasses right now, but that would be rude, so I won't. Okay, let's get into it. So I am outside. I did sit here because behind me are my ponies, but like they have all disappeared. I guess they were standing here when I was getting ready, but they've all pieced. I think they're probably standing by the gate being like, it's supper, why are we not fed? Also, my dogs, they're here, so if they interrupt us, I apologize. My children are around somewhere, but I'm hiding, and I think they probably won't come find me. And I cuss a little bit, so if that's an issue, consider this your warning, and I guess that's it. Let's get into it. So I've already pulled the oracle cards just to kind of save some time. So the first oracle deck that I pulled from was the energy oracle deck, and the two cards that you pulled for that, for the overall kind of theme to your month of May here, was a woman holding a coin and the garden and the gate. Okay, and I'm going to show you the underlying here too. I'm going to show you the two underlyings. So the first one was the happy family, and the second one was magician and the mirror. Okay, so we're going to talk about this underlying first, because this is the really, like, the underlying is the, you know, it's the foundation to like where these thoughts and where these, you know, feelings and stuff are coming from. Okay, that's what the underlying is. When I'm discussing the bottom of the deck, that is what it's talking about. You know, it's really talking about the foundation, the roots of the issue here. Okay, so as the happy family comes out and this magician in the mirror, this is telling me very, you know, this is saying that, I mean, first off, your family is your number one priority, okay? That is the base of, oh, actually, it's funny that I was just talking about the roots, right? The third card actually at the bottom of the deck was the root chakra. Anyway, that's kind of funny. So this happy family though, and then this magician in the mirror. The magician in the mirror, see here, he's balancing water and he's balancing fire. And see this mirror here? See how it's like fogged, kind of gazed? There's still, that's the future, okay? And the magician in the mirror, he is like a magician in a tarot deck. He has the power to be able to balance the things out in his life, the actions and the emotions, okay? His spiritual kind of journey stuff in one hand, and is actually like, I'm doing this in my life kind of thing, okay? He balances those out. That's what he does, okay? And when it is behind the happy family, that is saying you are the magician and the mirror, okay? You have that power of the magician to be able to balance out your life the way you want it to go, and to be able to guide yourself, you know, down the direction. Your future is not written yet, okay? That's what that misted mirror is saying. Your future is not written yet. You have the power to be able to decide where you're going with this happy family, for that happy family maybe. Okay, and that really brings us into these two cards that came out, the woman holding a coin and the garden and the gate. We're going to start with the garden and the gate, because look, here is this girl and she is in a garden, and this garden is full of flowers. It is, you know, it's a beautiful garden. Like, she looks pretty content in here, okay? But she is kind of staring at that gate, you know, longingly, kind of like, what's on the outside? You know, the hills out there are very beautiful, and in the back of her mind, she's thinking, I think I'd like to see what's on the other side of that gate. The gate is locked, okay? That we're just gonna assume. But she has the key here. She does. The garden and the gate is discussing an opportunity in your life, a situation in your life in which you're intrigued, you're curious, you're ready, and you're fairly confident that what's beyond that gate, you are going to be able to grow. You are going to be able to turn these hills into beautiful, beautiful gardens. You know, you are going to be able to be prosperous out here. There's more abundance out here, you know, outside your safe gate, okay? And the woman holding a coin. This woman is very intuitive. Look here, she's got a black cat, she's dressed in purple, you know, she's got red, like she's covered in flowers, okay? She is intuitive, like she is. She has mastered this giant coin holding in her lap, because she knows through that intuition, through that spiritual connection that she has, she's been able to just manifest what she wants in her life, okay? This is what this is talking about. As an overall theme to the month here, this is what this is saying. You need to sit here for a moment and figure out, and you know, some of you might already be like, oh no, I totally know what that situation is. And for those of you who don't, but maybe just take a moment and sit and think, okay, if I could really truly change how I was making the coins in my world and how I was, you know, supporting my family. And this is a woman holding a coin, but that does not mean that you need to be a woman, okay guys? This is just, females oftentimes in decks are talking about that intuition, that nurturing kind of side, but that can, you know, that just that intuitive kind of side. And so that's why it's depicted with a woman. But we all have a divine feminine and a divine masculine side to us, okay? So just because this is a woman doesn't mean you have to be a woman in this situation, okay? But it is talking about a new opportunity here, and it's talking about this new opportunity and listening to your intuition. Listening to your intuition and following your intuition, okay? Going through that garden in the gate. Okay, so the animal spirit oracle deck, that was the next deck I pulled from. And the animal spirit that came out was the koi fish spirit. And this says there is always enough. So as an energy that you're being asked to embrace here, koi fishes grow to be massive fish in tiny little ponds. They do. And this is saying that just because you feel right now maybe that your world is very small, that you do not have, you know, that you're limited to your resources, you're limited to being able to, you know, create and manifest or expand yourselves, right? We're all stuck in our very own small little ponds right now, not being able to do the things we would regularly be able to do, not being able to go out and make our coins as, you know, maybe our more masculine sides have in the past, okay? The koi fish spirit is saying just because you feel like your world is small does not mean that you will not get the opportunities or the things, the blessings that are meant for you, that are coming to you from spirit, okay? This is saying trust that spirit is going to feed and fill you and grow you even within that small space right now. And the underlying to that deck was the bat spirit. And the bat spirit says a rebirth is assured. A rebirth is assured, okay? This is talking about coming out of the cave, guys. Coming out of the cave, you know, of darkness and following. Bats don't see, they hear, right? Like they follow their intuition. And that, you know, that is what the bat spirit is saying. Through this darkness, as you come forward and you start following that intuition and listening for that voice of spirit, you know, listening for the echoes, listening for, like, I mean, if you've got little kids like me, maybe you've, you know, if you have Disney Plus or something, maybe you've watched Frozen 2 multiple times in the last little bit. I'm actually not even beginning to, like, I'm pretty sure that that movie was written about me. I think I might have a sister somewhere that I don't know about. But anyway, I'm pretty sure it's about me. You know, following that voice though, like, that's where I went with that Disney thing. I'm sorry guys. I was the following of the voice. Like the bat, okay? But it's about trusting. And as you trust that voice, as you trust that process through the darkness, because it's not always going to be a fast, like, you know, you open your eyes, you fly quickly through the cave and that's it. Now, sometimes that cave is a pretty long, dark cave. Sometimes you're way back in there and you have to really work your way out, right? And it's talking about just that faith, that intuition, okay? And through that, as you sit in the silence and you sit in the darkness or in the night and you just keep having faith and you keep listening for that voice and you keep, you know, making those steps forward, okay, that's the rebirth part, right? There will always be enough there. Spirit is always going to be there. You know, if you just have faith, even within your small, you know, isolated shelter space right now, if you have faith that spirit is filling you, and if you are open to, you know, what he does fill you with every day, if you see it for what it is, you will start bringing more of that in, okay? You just need to open your heart up to that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden you're going to be like, wow, look at all these blessings that just keep pouring in on me. Of course. That's what it's supposed to do, right? All right, so the angel cards that came out here. The first one was patience. Patience. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. You know, and in this one, you can kind of see, like, she's watering her flowers here. See that? Okay. You still need to, even when things aren't happening lightning speed, right? You still need to nurture what you want to grow. Okay, and if that is just your soul itself, you know, your faith, your spiritual path, you know, nurture what needs to be nurtured, so that when the opportunity comes, those flowers are big and strong, right? Like the roots are deep. Okay, peace. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. In relationship harmony, we angels are opening our hearts. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. That's pretty cool, eh? And the bottom of that angel deck was, remember who you are. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. I love that card, so I do. Okay, so let's get into it. So we are going to pull from the Light Seers. I thought a bug found my drink. Okay, we're going to pull from the Light Seers, and we're going to pull for 3 questions. Right now, we're going to see, what do you need to know about this situation for your highest intention, okay? What actions do you need to take for your highest intentions? And what could possibly evolve? You know, if you stay on this path and you work for these higher intentions, you know, what could possibly evolve from all of this, right? Okay. Spirit, what does Pisces need to know about this situation for their highest intention? Pisces. What does Pisces think, you Spirit? So I'm going to pull all of the cards out, and then we'll kind of go over them after that. Actions. What actions do they need to take, Spirit? Ooh, that was a lot of actions. 5 actions. Okay. What will evolve? What is evolving on this higher path? This path of higher intentions, Spirit. Thank you. All right, the moon, actually, your card at the bottom. That's crazy. No, I think the moon is actually... Never mind. Oh no, I want to check that. Oh, I don't have that paper. Never mind. Okay, wow. Holy smokes. So the moon is on the bottom. The moon in the Judgment. Holy smokes, Pisces. Okay, so this is happening. So the moon. The moon was at the bottom. And the moon is talking about spirit. It is talking about the things that we cannot see in the shadows, okay? It's talking about how spirit works in our lives within the shadows. And trusting that, okay? Trusting that spirit always sees the good and the bad, but those things in life are just part of it, okay? And spirit knows that. The Judgment was behind that. This is releasing, okay? This is, look here, okay? This is releasing. And the Tower was behind that Judgment, guys. Okay, and I'm not really gonna, the Tower didn't come out, so we're not gonna really necessarily discuss that Tower moment, but what I am going to say about Tower moments is they need to happen, and you need to allow them to happen, you know? Tower moments have to happen, because a Tower moment, that is a destructive situation of any kind, you know, something that has to come down, okay? And a Tower moment, those moments have to happen, because regardless of whether or not you can see it at the time, that Tower moment needs to happen because you need to shift your alignment. A change needs to be made, you know? And you might not always be able to see it right away in the Tower moment. Sometimes, you know, the dust takes a while to settle before you can see its purpose. Okay, so, what you need to know about this situation right now for your highest intention. Well, first off was the Fool, okay? This is a new beginning, guys. A new start. The Garden and the Gate and the Fool, you know, do they kind of, you know, this Garden and the Gate, she looks like she's ready to start a journey, right? But she's kind of apprehensive about it. This one is not, okay? what you need to know here for your highest intention is that you need to have the faith of this Fool, okay? And see here, she's got this rod, this staff up here, okay? And she's holding a crystal in this hand. That rod, that staff, that's lessons, knowledge, wisdom that she has learned over her entire lifespan, all up until this point, right? That is understanding. That's her like rod of life, you know, her understanding of life. You know, and that crystal, that hope forward, right? And she's trust falling into spirit, and that is what you're being asked to embrace right now. You know, as a situation right now, you know, embrace this next movement forward. Open your heart up so that spirit can, you know, guide you onto where you need to make a move forward. And that doesn't necessarily mean actually like going and making physical moves right now. You know, it can be within your little pond, like that koi fish, right? But that intuition can start now. You know, that connection, that can start now. The Five of Wands was behind that new Fool. And this can feel like being, you know, this can be talking about feeling very scattered, you know, really unsure kind of what you're supposed to do right now. And as much, like, see how these guys are all scattered, but they're also competing over trying to get to this, you know, fireball up here. And the Five of Wands is really talking about those parts in our lives that we just feel like we're so, you know, kind of like the rat race, right? Like we're trying to get this all, and we're trying to master it all, and you know, we want this end, you know, we want whatever this is, whatever that ball of fire is to you, you know, and you're rushing around and you're trying to get everything done and make life all happen so that, you know, you can get that ball, because when you get that ball, that's gonna be it, right? No, it's wasted energy. That's what that is, okay? The Five of Wands it's warning you about that wasted energy. It says that you're spending too much time being scattered, okay? There isn't focus. There isn't a movement forward here, okay? Sit, be patient, think it out, you know, be intuitive, connect to a higher, connect to something so that, you know, and I say something, but I'm whatever, as something that's whatever your higher is to you. And I'm not here to preach religion, you know, I'm just here to discuss a spiritual journey. Okay, so what you need to know about this situation right now is the Fool, this new beginning that you are being asked and called to open-heartedly embrace. You know, chill the F out if you are feeling scattered, if you're feeling like, you know, if you can actually sit there and be like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm definitely trying to do way too much right now, you know? Okay? And the Three of Wands was the last one, okay? And this is talking about, the Three of Wands is talking about that next actual step into a new beginning. And the wands are a lot of the times discussing our spiritual kind of being side, you know, our spiritual side to our beings. And, you know, as she steps out into this water here, you know, and all of this color of inspiration and stuff is out here, you know, and I really feel like that is what you're being called to embrace here, you know, as this new step, as this new beginning kind of out here. I really feel like it's talking about, you know, your intuition. Can I get a clarifier, Spirit, for this Five of Wands? What is this Five of Wands? Whoa, too many. One or two, Spirit. Okay, so the clarifiers for that Five of Wands was the King of Cups and the Four of Wands, okay? The King of Cups is just, he is very emotionally grounded, okay? He's very solid in his connection and his spiritual path, his emotional kind of stability, you know? He is solid in all of that, okay? And then the Four of Wands behind that is completion. This Five of Wands is saying just be solid, okay? Be solid in your emotions. Don't allow yourself to get caught up and wrapped up in other people's drama. okay? And this Three of Wands, what is this Three of Wands talking about? What new beginning, Spirit, is this Three of Wands talking about? This Three of Wands. Oh boy. Okay, that one actually is talking about quite a bit. Okay, so it's talking about the Hanged Man here. This is taking a time out. The Hanged Man is discussing taking a time out, putting yourself in a suspension, in a place where you are just waiting to hear, waiting to connect. Not necessarily waiting to connect, but waiting for the clarity, waiting for the guidance, you know, from your higher. Behind that was the Magician. Knowing and understanding, you know, awakening, like realizing that you have all of these powers within you. The Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups was behind that. The Hierophant. Eight of Wands. And the Father of Pentacles. Okay, so as a clarifier for this Three of Wands, guys, this Three of Wands, this new beginning, like this new venture forward as far as your spiritual journey goes, for one, you're being asked to just hold up right now. The move isn't right in front of you, okay? The Hanged Man is saying it's not quite time to make that move yet, so just be patient. But as you're being patient, grow those powers, okay? I'm not even kidding. If you're not a regular journaler, you need to be, okay? You need to, that's a practice that you can start every day. When I talk about like growing your powers and strengthening your powers, I'm talking about literally journaling. Like, that kind of daily reflection and putting those things that go on inside your head and inside of your soul, when you put that on paper, when you solidify that this is how I feel and this is the journey that I'm going forward in, you truly start taking ownership of that kind of power. Okay, you truly take ownership here. You truly begin to be able to, it just, as you say it, the universe hears it. Like, it's one of those beautiful, you know, magical kind of things about life. So the Hanged Man, you know, you're waiting for this, you're waiting for Spirit. The Magician, you're growing your powers. The Mother of Cups, like, you are, again, this is the, you know, you had the Father of Cups clarifying that Five of Wands. And the Mother of Cups, like, that's that intuition side. You know, that's that emotional fulfillment on a very, like, nurturing, intuitive kind of whole deep level, okay? And then the Hierophant behind that, okay? Your connection to Spirit. The Eight of Wands, like change coming, something. There is change coming, okay? There is change coming. And the King of Pentacles, okay? Like this, the King of Pentacles, like, that's talking about somebody who has, you know, really mastered life in a tangible way. You know, they understand that it took a lot with Spirit to be able to grow that, okay? But they literally have pentacles within their hands, like massive pentacles, okay, within their hands. This Three of Wands, there is a new beginning here, you know, and you're probably gonna be, you know, you're probably already gonna know what that is to you. But I'm telling you, it's gonna be a good one. But it's gonna start deep down inside, okay? It is gonna be a spiritual journey. And as you grow spiritually, you are really gonna start seeing those pentacles begin to actually, like, that life begin to actually take form, okay? And the actions that you need to take right now, you know, the actions you need to take on this path so that you do work towards your highest intentions. The first one was the Queen of Swords, okay? And this here, like, she is one smart lady. Okay, she's sitting here high on her mountaintop. She's learned a lot of lessons, okay? She's seen a lot of life. And she has the ability to actually just, like, be able to sit back and make sense of it within her head, okay? She gets it. She trusts it. And the parts that, you know, she doesn't understand or it's a mystery to her, she doesn't let that eat her. She just accepts it for what it is, you know? The Page of Pentacles behind that. There is a new, look at all these pentacles, guys. Like, you guys have coins coming out of, like, so many cards here, okay? This is talking about that first excited kind of, when you're talking about court cards, the Page is the first out of all the court cards, okay? It goes Page, Knight, Queen, King. The Page is kind of like that very young, enthusiastic, beginning kind of stage, right? It is. It's about being enthusiastic. It's about connecting and understanding and knowing that Spirit is going to supply you. Like, this girl is on this mountaintop, right? And she is just so solid. She's holding that giant pentacle and she's at peace. Sorry. Girls, hey, can you not do that? Oh, they get so sassy, especially when it starts getting late. Okay, that Page of Pentacles is just saying, trust it. Okay, just trust it. This new opportunity here is for you. So be excited about it, you know? Be enthusiastic about it. Open your heart up to it, okay? The King of Swords was behind that. And the King of Swords, like, you've pulled the Queen and the King now. This is that masculine side. And again, this is being able to sit there in clarity, okay? It is. It's being able to sit back in clarity and just understand that there was reasons, there was purposes to all of the lessons, to all of the hard times, to everything that has gotten you to where you are now, okay? Those guys are very wise. Like this king, not only is he handsome, but he's very wise, okay? The Ten of Cups is behind that. That's happiness, guys. That is emotional happiness. Look at all these 10 cups. Just floating on the rainbow. You, whoever this beautiful person is sitting beside you, you know, children, this is a good, like, that is a warm kind of card, you know. It is talking about that true kind of deep down emotional happiness for you and your family, and yeah. And the Queen of Pentacles was behind that. Look at this and this, right? Here you are, both times. Just, I mean, this girl, she's intuitive. Look, her eyes are closed. She's got blue eyeshadow on. She's sitting here holding her lap, or holding her pentacle in her lap, okay? The Queen of Pentacles, guys, she gets it. And you get it. This is what this whole journey is about, you know? Open your heart up to allowing that spiritual connection so that you can really, truly follow the path that is for you. So those pentacles, you align yourself with the, you know, with the road that's gonna be throwing all these pentacles in. Because seriously, look at all these pentacles, right? Okay, if you continue down this pathway, if you continue to keep moving forward and working towards those highest intentions, what'll come? A death and rebirth. A rebirth is assured. In order for this rebirth to happen, a death must happen. It must. And I don't actually mean physical death. I should probably clarify that. I don't mean physical death. But there is a death within, you know, there are times within all of our souls that a part of us must die. A way that has been, you know, maybe it's held us back, maybe it hasn't held us back. But, well, chances are if it needs to go, chances are there's some part of it that has held you back. But death and rebirth is it's just that natural part of life. It's just that cycle, right? What a beautiful cycle it is. Behind that death and rebirth was the Queen of Wands. And if you're going to rebirth into anything, this is the one that I would want to rebirth into. Okay, here she sits again with her black cat. Black cat. Super intuitive. It's like that panther spirit that was pulled in a reading a couple days back. Yeah, seriously, intense. This Queen of Wands, like, she holds this wand right up here, and she's got it high above her head, and that's her lessons. Just kind of like that Fool, right? It's like that wand from the Fool card, okay? She's overcoming. She understands, like, the Queen of Wands is such a spiritually rebirthed human, okay? She has literally evolved and changed and grown to be able to sit here and burn fire in her hand. Look at this, okay? She does. She has the power to create that fire in her hand, and that is what you are being asked right now, you know, as you sit here with the Magician. You know, you are being asked to embrace all of those powers so that you can go forward, so that you can take the lessons of your life and you can go forward and you can grow whatever the frick it is you want to grow and glow and set on fire, right? It's for you. Those lessons and everything that you have overcome in life, those were just for you. And some of them are really freaking shitty, okay? And some of them, you know, definitely probably, well, I mean, I think we probably all think we can go without, you know, a wound or two, and maybe we can. I don't really know the answer to that, but through all of that, through all of those, the ways that they all unfolded, you sit here now. And now you are this Queen of Wands. Now you are in this place where it's just your time to create what it is that you want to create. So behind that Death and Rebirth and that Queen of Wands was the Six of Cups. Okay, and this is reflections. This is also like a, if you are like a twin flame or a soulmate kind of believer or anything like that, that's also what this card is. But it is about reflections. It's about understanding, like looking back on life, right? And reflecting, okay? Reflecting about the good times, okay? Wow, that was pretty cool. I'm gonna pull a clarifier actually. Just for this Death and Rebirth and the Queen of Wands, just to see what else Spirit might have to say. Spirit, can you elaborate on this Death and Rebirth? Oh, jeez. I'm taking these ones. Yeah, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. This Death and Rebirth. Oh, it is windy out here, guys. I'm losing things all over the place. Death and Rebirth. Clarified at the Ace of Cups. There is something new. There's a new beginning here for you. Okay, there's an opportunity, a situation. A cup is literally coming in to be offered to you. Okay? And it brings a lot of happiness for all of the good cups. That's that 10 of Cups again. These two. Okay? Same cup. Look at all that colorful inspiration. Like, that is fulfillment. That is just happiness pouring between all of your cups. That's cups that are your cups that are overflowing, so you are able to share your cups. Wow, that's a fun cup coming in. And the Two of Cups, you know, that could be a romance card. You know, it could be talking about a new romance. It could be talking about, you know, a partnership between you and someone, right? And the Queen of Pentacles again, more pentacles. Okay? Understanding, look, the Queen of Pentacles is a very motherly, earthly, nurturing. She's grounded. She's an earth queen. Okay? That Death and Rebirth though, there is so much opportunity coming in, like Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, Two of Cups, and then that beautiful grounded mother who she understands. She just understands. She understands that, you know, these are for her, and with all of these cups, she has the ability to share. You know, she has the ability to share. She has the ability to nurture others. This Queen of Wands. What is this Queen of Wands here? Can you elaborate? This Queen of Wands. Thank you. The Queen of Wands actually was clarified by that Five of Wands again. That feeling scattered, you know, kind of all over the place. And then the Ten of Pentacles. More freaking pentacles. Guys, this is about a lot of freaking pentacles in your life. Okay? This is seriously, the Ten of Pentacles is like that whole complete cycle where it's just like pentacles everywhere. Okay? That's the Ten of Pentacles. That is serious fulfillment and abundance. And I think, you know, as it clarifies this Queen of Wands, I think sometimes maybe this is a journey for you that you're just like, oh, but I just don't understand how it's going to make me the money. And you don't have to understand that part. You just have to understand that your calling is to follow it. So if your calling is to follow it, then follow it, because there's got to be something good for you at the end. You know, that Ten of Pentacles is there. That's the Six of Cups. What is the Six of Cups, Spirit? Six of Cups here. Six Six of Cups, clarified by the Son of Cups and the Two of Wands. Oh boy. A whole bunch, actually. Son of Cups. Again, this is the Knight of Cups. This is an opportunity, this spirit bringing you in that new cup again. That new opportunity. Okay? Change in direction. Okay? Could be a move, could be a change of job, could just be a change in your spiritual, journey here, where you have been going, one way for so long, and now you're just like, nope, I'm going this way. Okay? Ten of Swords. Cutting the shit the cycles that need to end. Okay? Releasing yourself from the pains and all of the swords. Okay? It's removing, it's knowing that you don't have to be that animal that carries all those swords in your back anymore. Okay? It's understanding that you can cut and release that pain and move forward. The Two of Pentacles, that balance of life. Understanding that even if you feel, okay, how am I going to maybe balance this new life? How do I balance all of these pentacles? Delicately, on a butterfly's wings, obviously. Okay, but it's having the ability to. See this infinity symbol here? You don't need to actually worry about how the hell am I going to balance this. You just need to put it over and be like, Spirit, okay, you want me to follow this journey. So, sorry guys, all of a sudden the sun is now going behind that tree and I'm literally in the shade. Okay, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Balance, the Two of Pentacles is just, it's trusting Spirit. Trusting Spirit to be able, to just be able to put the flow into life. So that, you're not only feeling like, you're drained or giving yourself out, okay? Oh, wow. The mother of that Queen of Wands again, okay? That same beautiful queen, that intuitive kind of, being. The Four of Cups, not all your cups are spilt. The Four of Cups is discussing about how, a cup has been, you've got, 3 cups have been spilt and there's that 1 cup left over, okay? And Spirit's like, I'm putting all the good stuff in this cup. Pay attention to the cup that's not spilt, okay? And the Empress behind that. Being able to grow here. See here up here? Spirit. Actually, you pulled a lot. There was quite a few moon cards in there. Okay? The Empress is that ability to grow, that ability to rebirth and give birth, give life to whatever in your life you are feeling called to give birth to. Okay? This is your opportunity to grow. Connect to it. In this month of May, please, my girls. They don't even kick. They just stand there and squeal at each other and then run around. They're silly. I'm going to feed them before I make my Libra video next. All right, guidance. Guidance. What is the guidance for Pisces? Oh, sorry. So, guys, I was saying, this month of May, there is the ability here. Something is coming in. There are literally pentacles coming in to you. And not to scare you and not to make you feel like, more of that 5 of Wands by any means, but it's just saying trust it, okay? Spirit is being like, you have everything. It's all coming to you. So don't worry about it. Just take the time to, open your heart up to it. You don't need to rush it. You don't need to, you've got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. You need to trust it. Same with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, right? They just get it. They understand. They have that clear kind of, way of thinking towards this. They don't need it rushed because they understand it's going to come to them at their time, okay? And it is. It's going to. A lot of it. A lot of pentacles. All right, Spirit. Guidance for... That was easy. Justice. Justice, 9 of Earth, 3 of Air, and the Ace of Air. Justice. This is the balance of life, okay? And when you begin to... that one actually has been coming out quite a bit. But when you really sit back and realize that, okay, certain things sometimes in our life have to crumble. Certain situations in our lives had to play out that way because it steered you on another direction, okay? You begin to actually liberate yourself from feeling like things in life have just been completely against you, okay? When you appreciate, for even those tower moments, when you begin to appreciate them for what they left on the other side of that tower moment, you balance out those scales of injustice again. You know, you open your eyes to the fact that maybe the scales haven't always been tipped against you. Okay? Justice, followed by the 9 of Earth, the 9 of Pentacles. And that is true self-fulfillment in a very, like, abundantful kind of way. You know, your gardens are full. You know, your life is full of the things that bring you happiness, that bring you joy, okay? That make you feel prosperous and full, and more pentacles, you know? And the 3 of Air, that's heartbreak, guys, okay? The 3 of Air is talking about those heartstrings, you know, that you have, that have been hurt, that have been, you know, torn and crushed and whatever else, you know, sliced up in a million pieces, okay? That is talking about hurt. But when you really truly understand and really can sit back and, you know, and again, this comes back to that journaling thing that I said earlier, you know, if you start actually taking the time and really writing all that stuff down, you know, it's going to only take, well, it might take a little, it doesn't matter how long it takes. What matters is you will start to feel that healing. You will start to feel yourself liberating yourself and removing those swords that have hurt you. Because once you put it on paper and once you just address it and acknowledge it for what it is, pain, fear, whatever it is, it's just something you have felt, okay? It's just a part of it. Remember, we are all just spiritual beings here, learning our lessons in this 3D life, okay? And the Ace of Air was behind it. The Ace of Air is the last one. There is a brand new way forward here. The Ace of Air is the Ace of Swords, okay? A brand new thought process, a brand new beginning, okay? Something here that you have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups out, okay? There's emotional new beginnings here, but there is also a new way forward for you to open your eyes up to, okay? Okay, so the last deck we're going to pull from is the Untethered Soul. And I love this deck. I do. Untethered Soul. Untethered Soul. Oh boy. Untethered Soul. What do you have to tell Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of May. What is your message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of May? What do you have to tell them about all these coins that are coming into their life? Thank you. When your stuff gets hit, let it go right away. Sorry, when your stuff gets hit, let it go right then, because it will be harder later. Isn't that the truth? The Tao is in the middle. It's the place where there is no energy. It is the place where there is no energy pushing in either direction. The Tao is in the middle. It's the place where there is no energy pushing in either direction. And that is where you are being asked to really sit and contemplate on which move you're wanting to move forward next. Okay? Wow. That's a beautiful reading. Thank you for being here, Pisces. That was very cool. I wish you all the best. You know, all of these pentacles, I welcome them, you know, into your life with very open arms. Until next time, take care. Bye now.